A major shift has just occurred, and this is presenting one of the biggest money-making opportunities of our lifetime. Something that occurs every 2 years is about to happen again. It happened in 2017, it happened in 2019, it happened in 2021, and it's about to happen again in 2023. And this is something that I have not talked about or spoken about on this channel since 2021, the last time this occurred. And the last time it did occur, it made people millionaires within months. And we now have an opportunity to jump on this once again. And for a few lucky people who position themselves just right, they are going to have the chance to become millionaires once again. And I can't wait to share with you what this is. But before we get there, let me explain what's happening and why this major fundamental shift has now started to occur. As the government printed trillions of dollars of money in 2020 and 2021, it led to high inflation in 2022, which in turn led the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates. And Jerome Powell spoke to Congress on Wednesday and reiterated what he said at the FOMC meeting last week, that the Fed is still planning on doing 2 more interest rate hikes this year, and it still has a long way to go in order to fight inflation. And while the Fed raising interest rates and high inflation was bad for the asset that we're about to talk about, it was good in the period leading up to it. As inflation starts to come down, it's causing this asset to start to rise in value once again. But there is a problem brewing on the horizon. Some leading economic indicators are showing that California is already in a recession. And with California being the largest state economy in the United States, many people think the United States is headed for a recession soon also. Now, what's ironic is that even though a recession is bad news for this investment opportunity I'm about to show you, leading up to the recession, this asset typically rallies. And because here in the United States, we don't really look at leading economic indicators that much to determine whether or not we're in a recession, we tend to look at past economic indicators, the official government data, if you will, which tends to lag behind by about 2 to 3 months. Meaning, even if we do enter a recession, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 months, if not longer, before people start to realize that we actually are in a recession. And because this asset typically rallies before a recession gets here, we have a very narrow time frame in order to jump into this asset and get it before the big run-up. And the asset that I'm talking about is Bitcoin. In 2017, Bitcoin rallied before selling off. In 2019, it rallied before selling off. In 2020 and 21, it rallied before selling off. And now it's starting to rally once again. So what has caused the recent rally in Bitcoin? Is it just overall market hype and market sentiment being extremely bullish that has kind of spread over and fallen into Bitcoin? Or is it something more? Well, it actually is something more, a lot more. There are a lot of good fundamental reasons to be extremely bullish on Bitcoin at this time. Now, this is something that I haven't spoken about since 2021 because history repeated itself and Bitcoin fell as expected. However, now the tide is turning and Bitcoin is starting to rise. And it's not just market hype or market sentiment that's spilling over into Bitcoin. There's actually good fundamental reasons for this. Over the past few weeks, Bitcoin has rallied 10% to its highest level in over a month, touching 52-week highs as traders get bullish on ETF news. Earlier this week, BlackRock submitted an application for a spot price Bitcoin ETF. And today, two other firms also submitted applications for Bitcoin ETFs. And while that certainly helped push the price of Bitcoin back up above $30,000, it's not the only thing that was pushing the price of Bitcoin up. In addition, there was also earlier the crackdown on altcoins that the SEC was trying to shut down both Binance and Coinbase for essentially offering these altcoins. Now, initially, this didn't really seem to make a lot of sense. Until yesterday. Yesterday, we got news that a firm backed by Citadel Securities was offering a brand new exchange that would allow trading specifically in Bitcoin and Ethereum, but not altcoins. Now, a lot of people think that Citadel Securities is kind of in cahoots or friends or buddies with the SEC. And some people have mentioned the possibility that the SEC tried to shut down Binance and Coinbase in order to eliminate some of the competition for this new Citadel Securities exchange that is focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, I'm not going to go there. This is just extreme speculation with absolutely zero proof whatsoever. But I do find the timing to be rather, well, interesting. Now, that said, I have already started buying some Bitcoin, but I am not buying altcoins. And the reason for that is with the SEC cracking down on altcoins, but essentially given a green light to Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are the most likely to rise, while a lot of altcoins might continue to suffer. So that's why, as I start investing in cryptocurrency once again, I'm focusing on Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin also has another bullish fundamental thing behind it that's going to help push the the crypto price up. And that is the halving event. The halving event is essentially where the difficulty to mine Bitcoin increases substantially. And as the difficulty to mine Bitcoin increases, it makes Bitcoin more scarce. And as the availability of Bitcoin goes down, this pushes the price up. It's a supply and demand issue. Supply goes down, demand goes up. That pushes the price of Bitcoin up. And this is another reason why Bitcoin is very bullish in my mind. At all of the past halving events, Bitcoin has skyrocketed going into the halving event. Now, the next halving event is expected to take place around April 24th of 2024, or a little bit less than 1 year from today. And there are other ways to play Bitcoin as well. Let's say you're not into crypto, you just want to stick to stocks. There is an incredible opportunity to buy some stocks that mine Bitcoin. And the biggest one that comes to mind, the one I am going to be investing in, haven't quite started investing in it yet. I'm waiting for a little bit of a pullback, but the one I will be investing in is Mara, ticker MARA. And the reason I'm specifically selecting Mara instead of some of the others like Riot is because Mara has a very strong balance sheet. The other thing I really like about Mara is that last quarter, they came very close to profitability. Now, they were still losing money, but they did come very close to profitability. And as the price of Bitcoin rises, I do believe that Mara will become profitable. The other thing I like about Mara is it tends to move up exponentially to the increase in Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin approaches the halving event and doubles in price, Mara should be expected to go up much more than double. It might go up 4x or more. Now, this is all speculation, and I want to be very, very clear that trying to speculate on the price of cryptocurrencies or the price of stocks is extremely dangerous. All I can do is give you the fundamental reasons as to why the price of Bitcoin should rise and why, in turn, the price of Mara should rise. And, of course, give you my reasons why I am investing in both Bitcoin and Mara. Now, all of that said, I want to remind you that I am not a financial analyst. I am not a financial advisor. These are just my opinions, my own thoughts. Please go do your own research before investing in any asset. This is not a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any asset. Now, if you want to know everything that I'm buying and selling and exactly what my trades are going to be, I encourage you to come join me in my coaching program where I will teach you how to trade options so that you can maximize your profits on Bitcoin, Mara, and any other stocks or ETFs we might invest in. If you want to learn how to trade options so that you can maximize your profits and help reduce your losses, I encourage you to come join my coaching program where I will teach you how to do this in a very simple and effective way. If you want to join the coaching program, you can get more information by scheduling a call with my onboarding specialist. All you have to do is go to weprofitdayandnight.com. That's weprofitdayandnight.com. Click the Start Learning button, fill out your information, and my onboarding specialist will give you a call and give you all of the information on the coaching program and get you registered for that. If you got a lot out of this video, then be a good friend. Share this video on your social media pages so that others will know about this new investment opportunity as well. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you missed the last video I uploaded on why the stock market will continue to rally, even though the news is kind of bad, make sure you watch the last video that I uploaded here.